What if something ancient, older than our sun, was passing through our solar system right now? Not a planet, not a star, but a fragment of another world moving faster than anything we've ever seen. Astronomers call it 3I Atlas. Officially, it's a comet. Unofficially, it's a visitor from the deep between the stars. It appeared out of nowhere, cut across the orbits of Mars and Jupiter, and now it's vanishing behind the glare of the sun, silent, unpredictable, and impossibly fast. Where did it come from? Why does it behave unlike anything we've ever observed? And most disturbing of all, what if it's not just a comet, but something built to travel forever? Tonight, we uncover the truth behind 3I Atlas, the interstellar enigma. It began with a flicker, a single dot of light moving against the backdrop of infinite darkness. On July 1st, 2025, the Asteroid Terrestrial Impact Last Alert System, better known as ATLAS, noticed something strange. At first, it looked like a normal asteroid, another rock drifting aimlessly between planets. But the movement was wrong. The object wasn't simply orbiting the sun, it was escaping it. They called it 3I Atlas, third interstellar object, and that name alone carried weight. Before it, we had only seen two such visitors, Oumuamua, the cigar-shaped anomaly of 2017, and 2I Borisov, the comet-like traveler of 2019. Both shocked science. Both raised questions humanity wasn't ready to answer. But 3I Atlas was different, faster, larger, stranger. It came not from above or below the solar plane, but directly through it, slicing across the orbits of the planets like a blade of light. Its speed, 58 kilometers per second, was too great for anything born within the solar system. It had come from elsewhere, from the dark sea between stars, the interstellar void. The discovery sent ripples through the astronomical community, not because it was impossible, but because it wasn't supposed to happen again so soon. What were the odds that, in one human lifetime, 3 alien objects would wander into our system? Was this coincidence or cosmic intent? To understand the scale of this, imagine the sun as a colossal whirlpool in space. Every planet, asteroid, and comet orbits it because of gravity, trapped in the endless current. To break free, you must reach what scientists call escape velocity, the speed required to climb out of the sun's gravity well. Nothing local does that. Not Earth, not Mercury, not any object born from the sun's disk. But 3I Atlas was already moving faster than that before it even arrived. Astronomers ran the calculations again and again. The numbers refused to lie. This was not an object from our family of planets. It was a drifter from another star system, and its trajectory, hyperbolic, meant it would never return. But then came the real twist. Its path through the solar system was eerily precise, perfectly aligned within 3 degrees of the plane of the ecliptic, the invisible disk in which all planets orbit. Space is 3-dimensional chaos. A random visitor could come from any direction. Yet this one arrived side-on, threading through the planetary plane like a needle through fabric. Coincidence? Maybe. But to some, that precision suggested design. If it were merely a chunk of ice and rock, what are the odds it would enter our system at the exact alignment of our planets, as if drawn to them, or perhaps by them? As telescopes tracked 3I Atlas, the story grew stranger. Instead of behaving like an asteroid, dark, silent, reflective only by sunlight, it began to glow. Its brightness increased 5-fold in a single month. Astronomers knew what that meant: sublimation. The heat of the sun was vaporizing its surface, releasing a halo of gas and dust, a coma. It wasn't an asteroid, it was a comet. But this was no ordinary comet. Comets from our solar system are mostly made of water ice. 3I Atlas, however, was dominated by frozen carbon dioxide, dry ice. Even out beyond Jupiter, where it was still brutally cold, the comet was already venting gas. That's impossible for water ice, but not for CO2, which sublimates at much lower temperatures. And it didn't stop there. Spectral readings revealed something even stranger. The light bouncing off its coma showed negative polarization, the rarest form of light scattering ever recorded. It's the same optical behavior you'd expect from metallic dust or engineered material. For context, the previous interstellar visitor, Borisov, had positive polarization, just like every other comet ever seen. 3I Atlas was the first to bend that rule hard. It suggested that this object wasn't built from the same ingredients as our solar neighborhood. It was alien in composition, born of a different chemistry, a different history, possibly from the far, cold reaches of another galaxy. When the coma expanded, astronomers waited to see its tail, that long luminous plume blown outward by the solar wind. But when it formed, it pointed the wrong way. The tail of 3I Atlas faced toward the sun. That shouldn't be possible. Solar wind always pushes gas and dust away from the sun, forming tails that trail behind the comet's motion. Yet Atlas seemed to resist that force, as if something within it was actively pulling material in the opposite direction. Some suggested an early outburst of CO2 could have distorted the flow of particles. Others whispered about electromagnetic interference, perhaps an unknown field effect caused by the comet's unique metal composition. And then the most chilling possibility. What if the tail wasn't natural at all? When Oumuamua passed by in 2017, its acceleration puzzled scientists. It moved as if propelled, not by outgassing, but by something controlled. Could 3I Atlas be another fragment of that same mystery? An object built for travel, not born for it? NASA's own data didn't help calm the speculation. As the comet approached the inner solar system, its light curve fluctuated unnaturally, like a signal fading in and out. Patterns that looked less like random reflection and more like rhythm. No one has confirmed it, of course, but it made many wonder, are we watching a comet or something pretending to be one? When astronomers traced 3I Atlas backward through time, the results were staggering. Its path led straight toward the galactic core, the crowded, ancient heart of the Milky Way, where stars are born and die in violent cycles. Most comets we know come from the Oort cloud, a vast shell of icy debris surrounding our solar system. But Atlas came from far beyond that. Calculations showed it likely originated in the thick disk of the galaxy, a region billions of years older than the Sun. If that's true, this object could be 7.5 billion years old. That means it began its journey before Earth even existed.